Hi, Maggie Pie. So excited to bring you the up, new, and coming functional training for you. And so this one's going to begin to integrate your wrist. Again, we want to go slow with that. So what I'm going to show you here is a warm-up, mobility warm-up for you. Then I'm going to go through your setup of 8 different exercises. I'm going to go through one time. And then at home, if you're going through it 2 and 3 times, just replay, go through it 2 or 3 times. And then you can add the core portion at the end. Again, I'm going to go through it 1 time. And then you can play again to go through it 2 or 3 times. The key here is your form, how we go through the exercise, emphasizing alignment over depth, alignment first on anything, mobility first on anything, and then is going into the volume, intensity, and all that, okay? All right, so let's begin with our wrist warm-up. So we're just going to do some gentle stuff. Lily's here with us too. So let's just begin with articular rotations just around the joint. You can do it kind of softly like this, or you can hold one hand. You want to go at least 5 times in one direction, and then 5 times in the other direction. You can brace it and just trying to get the articulation to its regular before we add on a lot of, compounded weight like on the ground. And then some wrist love. We did some foot love before. Now we got some wrist love. Now I'm just going to send our little one outside. And then let's pop ourselves down on the floor. And real easy, put more weight on one side. And then lift up on the fingers. And then come back down to grip. Come up on the fingers. Very little weight on that side. Come back down to grip. Up. So, of course, your good arm on this side, and the wrist recovering. We're just easing it back into be able to do push-ups and exercises that have that full 90 degrees in the wrist. So you can gently, with very little weight on it, move it in the multitude of directions that we want that wrist to go, lining up shoulder, wrist, again back, side, other side, front, up on the fingers, back on the heel of the hand. All right, let's get into some cat-cows, articulating through the spine, roll. Make it nice and loose and loose. Coming up, inhale. Let's take your right leg forward and twist. Inhale. Exhale. And now send it back. Of course, just come up on the fingertips. Step forward and twist, opening through the hip flexor on the right side. Inhale, fingertips, step back. And now you're going to step forward, step forward. Inhale the body up. Exhale, drop down to a chair. Inhale the arms in the air. Step the left leg back. And drop down. Come back up. Come forward, forward, fold. Roll the body all the way up, strong in the backside body. Exhale down to the chair. Stretch the right leg back, lunge. Come down into the runner's lunge, nice and long. All the way up. Step forward. Let's take it down. Roll it all the way up. Gonna add on some squats here for 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Last one, hold right here. Left leg back. Runner's your lunge. Coming into a high lunge. Forward fold, tip it forward. Lubricating, opening up through the joints. Inhale for 5. Really getting those arms here involved. Squat down. Other side lunge. Go right into the runner's lunge long. Engage that core. Press that heel back. Inhale high. Forward fold. Give it a shake. Slowly coming up. Now, increasing it, squats, we're going to really use that upper body. Really warming up through the shoulder joint. 5, we're going 10 this time. 4, 3, 2. Stay right there. Left side back. Turn your runner's lunge, open the arms. Press to the heel. Inhale high. We're going to repeat that. Runner's lunge on the toe. Warming up through the hip. Forward fold, let it release. Slowly come up, inhale. Do it again. Beautiful. Meet down and chair. Right leg back, runner's lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Activating through the glute core. Let's repeat. Activate that upper back. Tuning in, turning on all the muscles we're going to be using. Come forward. Slowly coming up. Little something different now. We're going to practice that one leg balance. Not quite a jump, but almost. You're going to step, hold. Step, hold. Step, hold, preferably bare feet. Step, hold. Inner thigh. Hip sits back. 10 to 12. Take it in. 2 more. Back to the front, back in chair. Repeating it through left. Let's go to the runner's lunge. This time, if you want, take your arms high. Inhale. Repeat. 1 more. Forward fold, release, feel that stretch back of the legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop down. Right leg coming back. Choose your arms where you want it to be. Inhale. And now you're going to step forward. Coming up, inhale. Side. It's like a little mini hop. Practicing that balance. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now onto one foot, just practicing light hops. It's called kind of bounding or popping on one foot. You need a little bit of support. You can be on one toe, just kind of lift on one leg. You're practicing that body to be able to take the impact. Like this is what we call it, pogo stick. You feel more comfortable in shoes to do this one. Okay, shake it off. Just come into a run pattern as we get all ready for our intervals. So I'm going to fire through these. I'm setting, there's 3 ways of doing these. You can do 3 rounds, 10 to 15 reps, focusing on the quality and the intensity and the weight of each exercise. But for explaining's sake here, I'm going to do it in timing here. So I'm going to choose 50 seconds and then 15 seconds in between. That's another way to do it. So we're going to go right into goblet squats. We're adding some weight now on these wrists, kettlebell, medicine ball. Wrist is just going to be gripping with your fingers. So I'm not going to hold it here. This traditional goblet squat, I'm just going to hold it down low in between the legs. Let's begin our first interval. All right, and then we're going to gradually up the weight. Once your wrist can take a certain amount, then we keep adding on. Shoulders back, chest out, core turned on. Press through those heels. Let's rock. So remember with this, the power is coming through the hips, going back, hips and thighs together. Really get that boom, powerful up motion. Last time you got up to a pretty good weight with this, but now we just got to be careful what you can hold. With this one, you can add on more weight with your vest. 3, 2, pause. Beautiful. Exercise step through lunges. Starting without weight. So a step through lunge is coming forward and then stepping right back. So you got that full range, working on your balance, your toe mobility, being able to go forward, back, how your response, your reaction. So this one I would work with at the moment, just a vest, and then we can add in medicine ball in front. The tighter you are, the lighter you are. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Coming to the other side. Now in this exercise, both legs are always working. But now it's what's the lead leg? 3, 2, other leg heads off first. And the right becomes my pivot leg. How is my alignment? Spine nice and tall. Notice my arms are like running arms. It's like a slow motion run. My upper body stays pretty much the same as far as the angle is concerned. Woo! 8 more seconds. 4, 3, 2. Now shake it off. Finding your bungee. We want that bungee tied up, supported to a safe, solid anchor point. This one you can do one leg or two. Activating my door so I can show you now. Now pull, 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 adding, testing in those one-leggers. Now you want to go the fuller range. I just at this point don't have the fuller range in this room. Keep going. Keep going. There's the range you want to go. Turn on that sweat, right? Pull it back, hold. And now release. Just a pointer. You can do a standing bungee pull, or this is the second option that will be on that sheet. Two options for your rows. Standing one leg in the air, bent over row. Beautiful exercise. It's getting like the one leg deadlift, strengthening through the hips, working on the mobility as well. Draw the elbow up. Okay. So you got the standing one leg rows. So good, working everything. Or you're standing one leg bungee rows. Yes, we got it, baby. Now we're coming to a favorite exercise of yours. Farmer's carry. So again, working up the wrist to be able to hold. So just a few tips on the farmer's carry, making sure that the weight's not carrying us, that we're carrying the weight. So what do I mean by that? We're holding this weight. So making sure we never round forward. Lift upright, lock your shoulders in place, and walk with intention. Weight's not necessarily hanging down by your side, a little bit out, and walking with intention. Core is turned on. And if you are lifting first, not so much weight, just imagine two extra heavy suitcases to prepare your body and your mind and every muscle around the joints to support that weight before it gets here. Very underrated exercise, but very good one. I know you knew that. You know that. All right. So now, because we're not going to put weight as far as push-ups yet, what I do want to show you is banded chest press. Okay, I just have to make sure my little band is on. And I want to show you in a way that you can do some like punches. So it's going to be like this better. You want to get down low enough so I'm not up here. So I'm cross punches. Okay, almost like you're going for a boom, punch, punch. This way it's on the heel of my hand. The bungee's not going to add so much weight into the wrist. Tighten the core. Twist, twist. So good. Anti-rotational, so good for running. And of course, halfway through, you're going to have to switch. Stabilize through the legs, core. Okay, hold and release. Now, if that doesn't feel good in the wrist, then don't do it. It's hard for me to know what's gonna activate your wrist, but that's much lighter than putting something on the floor. Okay, so now we're going deadlift. Getting ready. Setting my timer. Single leg deadlift. Did them before, can't leave these out. kind of just like that one leg arm raise. Have a focus, have an intention. So look at something straight in front of you. One of the best exercises ever for distance running. Focusing on unilateral, strengthening through the hips, balance of the foot, turning on the core. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, come to the other side. You will be sweating, baby. Ready, and go. You can also put it on the thigh, so the thigh does a little extra hip flexion. Coming home. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, taking it down. There's the one leg deadlift. So now we're coming into a couple power moves, okay? And the first power move is a broad jump. You always add into a running program a little bit of power nearing towards the end, or at least in the last half. And you're only doing a few reps. This is not high volume. We're going to jump forward. Broad jump, big jump. Of course, with shoes. You're only going to do 5 times in a row. That's it. It's practicing that soft landing. One more. So good. Shake it off. So healthy for the knees, for the joints, to be able to withstand pounding, but you're just doing 5 reps. Okay, in the next round, you would repeat that. To finish this whole cycle, you're going to grab your slam ball, the beautiful yellow slam ball. I'm going to mimic your slam ball with my medicine ball. We've got a full 50 seconds here of slams. Cardio conditioning for you. Get ready. Go, slam it. Your yellow ball slamming on the floor. Mine, I can't slam. That's why I'm lifting up and down. Maybe see how good your wrist is with this one. Keep going, keep going. 10 more seconds like that. Slam it. Heart rate's moving. Core's turned on. 5, 4, 2. Let it go. Beautiful. You're going to repeat all those exercises. Every single one of them. Squats with weight below. Step through lunge. Bungee row or bent over row. Farmer's carry. Banded chest press. Deadlift single leg. Power moves. and then slam ball, also working upper body. Okay, so now we're moving into the core portion. Ready? Down on the mat. This is also working through the hips. Oh yeah. And I'm going to give each of these a way you can spice it up if your body calls for it. Okay? So first one, which is also like doing push-ups, it is scapular push ups, which is intensifying like a full plank, but we're preparing that upper body again to take on the push ups without using the arms. Elbows down on the toes, release the shoulders, press out, round out between the shoulder blades, release, press, release, round out, tuck the belly in, and press. Thighs tight, belly tight, round out between the shoulder blades. Keep going, elbows right under the shoulders, scapular push-ups. 10 more seconds. Again, 50 seconds, roll it. And 4, 3, 2, now come up from there, separate between the shoulder blades. Always coming back to sending some love to your wrist. Continuing into the core. We're going to move into side planks on your elbow. And here, of course, modified here. But I'm going to recommend side, elbow up. Reach for the sky. Let's go. So we're going to reach for the sky. Here's the tricky part. You're going to reach under. So much oblique. So important for running the outer side of the body. When it gets neglected, that's when our running form can look wonky. We want to have stronger lateral muscles. And if it gets too heavy, you need to drop the leg. Go for it and raise the outer leg. That actually can make it sometimes even spicier. 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop it down. Have enough time to switch to the other side. Okay, moving in. Again, lining up shoulder, throw the shoulder blade down. Up on the feet, foot over foot. Now lift that energy, lift the weight out, reach the fingers up to the sky. Tuck under, raise the hip. Now, this core workout, because of these first two exercises, does have a lot of upper body. You can add this core workout. 3, 2, remember, like I said, if you need to switch it, in 5, 4, 3, 2, excellent. Now, keep in mind with this one, if you need to just do the core, on other running days, go for it. Even separate to the functional training. You can put this core workout in 3 times a week. 3 times or more, okay? All right, so next exercise. Coming into banded Supermans. Yes, back, glutes, all part of the core. Big one. Belly tight, face down, legs like a cobra tail. Inhale. Exhale, pulling the bungee apart, drawing it in, feeling the upper back, igniting the backside body, glutes, hamstrings, backside, and release. Here we go. Elevate. Draw back, draw the shoulder blades together. Yes. Open, open, open. And pull. And 2 more. And release the bungee down, moving up from this. Oh, baby. All right. Okay, so the last 2 big ones here for core. Okay, so this one is a floor-based runner's knee drive. So it looks like this. I'm lying completely on the ground. So I'm driving the heel down, driving the knee in, driving the arms up. My whole trunk stays exactly like it is on the ground. It doesn't change. My head's on the ground. My head is on the ground. Elbow hits the ground. Other arm shoots up. Intensify so much core, so specific to sport. A way to juice that up is adding a lighter tube bungee around the feet. We don't need that as of yet. But it's a way to spice it. Adds more in the core, adds more in the hip flexor. But let's begin without. Beautiful. Okay. And there's our time. So last one, really good. It's the runner's V up twist. The absolute last of your core. And then we are done. 2, 1. Center, twist, twist. See how the arms tuck? I'm getting that twisting motion like in running. And feel the way up and the way down. Tuck, tuck. Tuck, tuck. 10 more seconds. Choo. Choo. And down to the ground. You have completed the full functional strength and the core section. Again, each of these can be repeated. Just go through them again. Today I had it 50 seconds and 15. And you know what? This is exciting. So I'm just going to do a little, again, just a really short cool down. You can repeat that 2-3 times too. Let's begin, keeping everything a certain amount of time. So coming on the feet, shake it out. Let's come into a forward fold. Release, just let it hang. Soften the knees a little bit. Side to side, release through the arms. Send some love to the wrists. Send some recovery love to the wrists. You can also open through the chest a little bit. Softening on those thighs. Release it here. Take the leg down. And into the hip flexor. Open, take a breath. Open here. I know you might, maybe the wrist on this side might not be able to take much. If that's the case, just take it down on your elbow. And switch up, stretch back, lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath. Other side, bringing it forward. I'm just on my elbows, just thinking of your wrist, but if you can, go on your hands. Open through that shoulder. One more. And now you're going to slide through, coming into a thread the needle. Just open. Give it a few breaths. Breathe it in through that upper back. Little body twist. Breathe in through the shoulder blades. And now coming to the other side, twist. Open through the shoulders. Twist it shoulder over shoulder. Now just taking it back, coming back to 3 cat-cows. Then we're going to close right here. Roll back. Celebrate in Malasana. Let's celebrate the class that you just did and the amazing woman you are. We're taking this on, baby. Full breath in. Ah, fantastic.